Okay, guys, as promised, I am going to be live and I'm going to do a really quick reading. Uh, I've been really trying hard to decide on. Hold on, here's another piece. What I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is 3 cards for each sign, maybe a couple clarifiers if I need to. But for the most part, I'm just going to do a really quick. What do you need to know at this time as we send out 2023 and welcome? Oh my gosh, welcome with arms wide open 2024 and all the mysteries that it has in store for us, right? Um, I apologize. The one thing I didn't do before I went live was close my sliding glass door. So let me go do that really quick, really quick. I promise. It's just really quick. And nobody's in here anyway, so nobody's going to know. Somebody's in here. Oh, somebody was in here. um, For those of you who are interested in cord cutting for energies between you and somebody that maybe you've cut out of your life, and you want help doing those kind of cord cuttings, I would love to help you and assist you in those. Um, I'm pretty successful with it. I'm not going to say 100% because there's a certain person in my life I've had to do, I think, 3 of them with. But that could be because I believe that they had a twin soul, a lot of past life um, connections with me, more than I realized. But maybe it was just because I gave them more credit than they were due. What we're going to do is we're going to start with Aries. We are going through a very transformative portal at this time with the 1-1. So as we close out 2023, we hopefully we have all already written down. We've been thinking about it. I've been putting it on my page for a while now. If you're following me, that we have with so with every full moon, we do it anyways, right? We write down the things that we want to let go of, the things that are very current in our life that we want to let go of. But at the end of the year, we want to look at the bigger picture. We want to write a list of everything. Like I would say, write a pros and cons list first, kind of as your rough draft, right? I would say pros, cons. Pros, what did I like about this year? What I want to do more of from this year? What I want to take into next year? Da 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 da. Right? And then I would write a list of cons. What didn't work for me this year? What would I like to see different next year? What do I want to leave behind in 2023? There's the pros and the cons. You kind of understand. I mean, like, we're kind of all adults here, right? And if you don't, then feel free to message me and we can work out a list together, okay? I'll walk you through making a list if that's what it takes to get you to make the pros and cons list. The pros and cons list is the best way to end a year. Whereas on a full moon, we're writing lists of things that we want to let go of at this time, the things that have happened to us over the last month that we, are weighing us down a little bit, or we're having a hard time. Some of us, not all of us, I don't. Some of us do though, like we're not all at the same level. Your story is not my story, and my story is not yours. Yours might be way easier than mine, but we're all at different levels. And when we, do our full moon ceremonies and our new moon ceremonies, those are what's happening in our current life at this time. And what we would like to see, of course, coming up in the future. But at the end of the year is the most important. It is a closing portal and an opening portal, right? It's closing out an old cycle and starting anew. Just like the journey of the Fool through the tarot deck, it's a brand new beginning. It's kind of wiping the slate clean, but you have to do the work to wipe the slate clean. You have to say, okay, Spirit, I no longer want X, Y, and Z in my life. Action plan, cons. What is my action plan? Over here on the next side of the list, what are you going to do about it? How do you want to make it different? How are you going to make a difference? You know, so those are my highlights on what I wanted to say, but I hope that you know that you've had enough time, if you've been following my page, that you've been writing these lists. And what I like to do is I like to go back. I have all these journals over here. I don't know if you can see them over here. All these journals, and in these journals, each one is dedicated to something different. So I have my new moon and my full moon ceremonies, or affirmations, expectations, things. The things that I want to let go are no longer in there because I always rip them out and burn them. I send them on their way. But before I do that, I have the rough draft, which does exist in those books, those journals. And so, what I like to do at the end of a year is revisit what I have in those journals on a month to month basis, and then go back at the end of the year and say, okay, oh yeah, I remember back in January, or I remember February, or yes, I forgot about that in March. Anyway, so when I do my end of the year writings, pros and cons, what I want to close out, what I want to do more of, you know, what I want to open up, what I want to bring with me. I go through those writings month by month. I also have one for my dream journals because I am a fanatic about dream journals. But I love dream journals, and through my dream journals, I gain a lot of insight into what my subconscious mind is trying to tell me. So, dream journals are amazing. Oh, shoot. Just realized what I forgot to buy at the store today was I intended to go into 2024 with a vision board for the first time. I've never done one, and I'm super excited. I've been by multiple sources steered to create a vision board. And so I'm going to create a vision board. I do have most of the pieces I want to put on the board. I just didn't have the board. So what I think I'll do tomorrow, since I don't have the vision board, is I will wake up and make sure I do what I've been doing for the last few mornings, is going through that journal that I have also of the pages with the pictures and the visions and the things that I want to manifest into my life this year. So with that being said, if there's any questions, you guys, please feel free to put those in the comments. I may not read them tonight. Hopefully I will have moderators in here at some point. I may not. And if I don't, that's fine. You know, I will come back and I will read those comments personally and respond to you personally. I don't expect a lot of people to be in here tonight because, like I said, this channel has been dead for 2 years. Only resurrected it a couple nights ago with a couple little quick shorts. But tonight what we're going to do is we're going to try and keep those who have followed me for a long time know that when I do an all signs video, those can be up to 2 hours long. So I'm going to I have a person in my room. You just made me smile. I'm sorry. You just caught me off guard. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do full on readings like I would do in my 2 hour videos, 2.5 hour videos. What I'm going to do is just like do a quick three cards and maybe a clarifier or two if I need to for each sign. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get ready to start that here in a second. It doesn't look like we have a moderator in the room yet, but we do have one person in the room. I don't have my glasses on. I should put my glasses on so I can talk to you. Who do I have here? Barb. Okay. Barb, we do have a moderator in the room. Barb, you are a moderator, right? I think you are. Like I said, it's been a long time since I did the channel. Barb, how did your reading look the other night? Did it make sense? Was there something you got from it? I don't know. You go ahead and, okay, good. Good, good, good. You guys, now that I'm thinking about it, if you give me just a second, I'm just going to grab my glasses because I think I need them. It's funny because I don't need them every day. My eyes are different on every single day. Sometimes I need glasses, sometimes I don't. But no matter what, I always squint. So, yeah, there you are. Okay, it is Barbie. Okay, so we do have a moderator in the room. We're going to go ahead and get started with Aries first. I should have started with Capricorn since it is our birthday season. As you can see over here, it's my birthday. No, it's not. Tomorrow's my birthday, but somebody gave me that at work yesterday. So I'm like, okay, it is my birthday. Okay, Aries. Okay, so strength is wavering. You saw it flip there a little bit. Strength is wavering here in the center. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Strength card. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, we talk about, that makes a lot of sense. So the Queen of Wands, we know about the Queen of Wands. Not is she just the sexy queen? I hate that people look at her as just the sexy, good-looking, charismatic queen. She gets what she wants because she's charismatic. I get that, but there's a lot more to this loving queen. Like, she didn't get to be queen just, on her looks and her whatever alone. She is a queen because she earned that right? We see the eagle up there, the eagle eye. We see the lion there with the cub even in this, if I can show it to you. So she's learned how to manipulate things to work in her best interest, right? And in the best interest of everybody that she takes care of. Then we have the Strength card. Like I said, it wavered. And as soon as I pulled the third card, I understood why the Strength card wavered, right? The Strength card, if you saw it when it pulled, it went like this. And it was wavering for a reason. So what I'm asking you to do is stand in your power. Stand in your convictions. Know that the work that you have done to put you in this position of royalty, Aries, you stood on your strength. Don't let somebody make you question the strength that you've done. Because here's another thing I want to show you before I go into the third card here, which is outside of the Sun card. This is my favorite card in the deck because of what it stands for. But we go from the Queen of Wands has an eagle in the picture, right? The Strength card has two eagles in the picture. So we're building momentum. Don't let somebody make you question where you are, what you're doing, what it is that your dreams are your dreams, not their dreams, okay? And your dreams, like, they're yours. Don't let somebody make you question. If you want to be a rock star, go be a rock star in California or Nashville or wherever you want to do it. If you want to be something, do something, have something, don't let somebody tell you you can't, okay? I mean, like, I'm not going to say break up a marriage because you want to go be in a rock band or whatever, but hopefully they do support you. But your third card. The reason I love this card so much is because it speaks to my soul. This is the Nine of Wands, right? It talks about resilience. You don't get to be where you are if you don't have resilience as your backbone, right? You get to come through whatever it is that you're going through and why you're going through what you're going through. This is just a really quick read. I'm just telling you, I'm here to stand behind you and support you in whatever it is that your mind has got going on. I don't see any. This is literally a wand card. This could be for a fire sign, right? Like, literally, completely. But it also just talks about passion. So we went from the one eagle to the two eagle to there's not anything there, but we have the lion in every single one. And if you know the Strength card, it talks about taming the lion. That can be talking about taming the lion within, or taming how we take the voices outside of our body and what we do with it. Like, do we choose to take it in and remold ourselves over somebody else's ideology of ourselves, right? Or do we know ourselves enough, trust ourselves enough to go for what it is that we want and not what somebody else is trying to tell us that they want us to be? Okay, Aries, that's what I got for you. I do not feel like there was a clarification needed in that. Taurus, you're up. Ooh, nice. Nice and smooth like butter, Taurus. Okay, here we go. Taurus is ready to talk. Aww. Aww. Oh, Taurus. Taurus is in a sweet place. Could be in a sweet place. Maybe has recently been in a sweet place. Taurus, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, we have the Two of Wands. Maybe you're seeing 222 or 22, 1212. I'm getting 1212 also. Two of Pentacles. That's talking about, the balance of life. Trying to find your balance, trying to, walk across that log, across the river and not fall in. But it's just also talking, it's kind of like the Lover's card in the same sense that it's about choosing where to put your focus, right? The Lovers talks about a choice, or it can literally mean love. So for each of you, please take this how it resonates. The Two of Pentacles could be talking about a choice between two people, and not even just two people, two things, work and a person. But it talks about trying to find that balance, that juggling that, makes everything work. Like, yeah, I can still be a great associate at work and still come home and be a great person to my person, right? And then we have the Lovers card. Again, that can be choices, that can be... The Lovers does not necessarily mean a soulmate connection. It can be a relationship, and it can be a relationship between you and work. It can be just a freaking choice between sitting at a crossroads and going, do I go left? Do I go right? What feels right for me? What I will give you, and I will pull a clarifier on this one, like I said, I would pull clarifiers if I needed to, and I'll pull that from the Mystical Manga Tarot. We have the Two of Wands, and if you heard me on my reading the other night, the Two of Wands talks about, sending your ships out. It's like sitting there with the globe in your hand and going, okay, I have mapped this course for this ship and this course for this ship, and they're going to meet these different ports, and they're going to be looking for these different things, right? That's kind of like saying, I've sent it out into the universe what it is I desire. Was I specific enough about what it is that I want? I really don't want you guys to see. Was I specific enough about what it is that I want? Don't get into the mental space of, I need more clarification. No, if you don't think that you were specific enough. So if you say, I want a pony, and that's all you say, then the universe is like, okay, let me give you 1,000-pound pony with gray hair and blue ears that's actually a donkey, kind of thing. Like, you need to be specific. Like, do I want, okay, if I want true love in my life, do I want him to be honest, caring, funny? What qualities do I want? Be specific. That's what this Two of Wands is saying here. Be specific. If you haven't been specific yet, you still have plenty of time tonight. That's why we're doing this early, to give you a chance to course correct anything that you may or may not have done yet. Okay, so the Two of Wands says you've sent it out, but hold on, were you specific enough? Because if you're not specific, universe will play a game with you. They'll be like, yeah, you ain't figured it out yet. Let me just throw a purple elephant in your way, kind of whatever. So let's go ahead. I want to clarify the lovers here. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, something about that you're working on. Oh, this could be somebody at work. Hold on. This could be about work, not somebody at work specifically. Some of you might be. I'm hearing more it's about work. I'll give you an example that actually rings true with me right now. Where I work, you don't get to apply for a specific position. If you do, you kind of cut yourself out of all positions. So when you say, I want to step to the next level, you have to open yourself up to every single department in that store. Whereas with Amazon, you could just say, okay, I want to be a learning coordinator level 4. I want to be a learning coordinator level 5, and then just work your way up through the ranks that way. No, where I work now, you just say, okay, I'm ready for the next level, but you have to open yourself up to work anywhere that they choose to put you, kind of thing. So that's what this choice is. Are you willing to limit yourself by putting restrictions on the choices that you're going to make? Or are you willing to open yourself up and say, universe, I surrender to you and you know my heart? So that's what I have for you, Taurus. Any more questions? Go ahead and put those in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer those as we after the video. So Gemini, right? Gemini, Barbie, are we up to Gemini? Thank you, Barbie, again for being here. You're amazing. I love you. I'm so blessed to have you here. Sometimes I think I stole you from that other channel. Gemini. Oh, wow. Please tell me that's not going to be a theme. Okay. All right. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have the Death card. The Death card, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Cups, Temperance. Yeah, let's see what that's about here in a second. This looks serious, Gemini. Maybe you've been going through a little bit of stuff. Because I see you're starting out here with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, we know, is a mental imprisonment that you have put around yourself. You are not imprisoned. It's a mental imprisonment saying, I can't go forward because this is not happening, or this isn't happening, or you've put the restrictions on yourself and you're not moving forward because you mentally are telling yourself negative things. What you need to do is stop. The negative things come from your ego, right? Ego is a 5-year-old child. Ego hasn't evolved. Ego doesn't know how to evolve. Ego could be a junior high boy, who wants to beat people up and put them in their lockers. That's when you say, ego, you know what? Hey, you're not in my best interest. Let me tell you, just go sit down. Go sit on that folding chair over there in the corner while I go figure out what it is I want to do, right? Let me get out of my little self-imprisoned prison, right? Again, here we have the Lovers in the exact same position as Taurus had it. So the Lovers, again, talks about a choice, and this is your choice to get out of your head. This is not a choice about, other people. It could be about a situation, it could be about a work situation, a home situation, a financial car situation, anything, however it resonates for you, right? The Lovers can talk about a choice. It doesn't look in this reading with what I see here. Well, we do have the Knight of Cups. Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Knight of Swords. It could be that for some of you, not everybody, it could be that you're trying to choose between two people, right? One who is very mentally stimulating for you, and one who's very emotionally stimulating for you. And it can be like, okay, what is it that feels right for me? Your third card here is Judgment. Judgment, I feel in this instance, let me pull this card. Yeah, Okay, there we go. We got the Eight of Swords again. Judgment is talking about you getting outside of your preconceived notions, getting outside of what it is that you think the world or people at large want you to do. I would say in this instance, we have the two knights. One was the heart and one was the head. I would follow your heart, you know. But before I even say that, I would say make sure your head and your heart are one. But even so, when they are one will tend to pull one way or another. Once you get those combined together as one, you will know which way it's going. Is it my head, my heart? Which person am I going towards? Because when they're together, you're operating on all your cylinders, right? So that is what I have for you. That was Gemini. Cancer, you're up. Remember, guys, like I said in the beginning of this video, these are just kind of a catch point, a check-in point for you going out of this year into next year. What is it I want to take with me? What is it I want to change? What is it I want to do? These are really quick energy check-in points for you, okay? So Cancer, wow, Cancer wants to talk. Aww. Very beautiful, Cancer. Okay, I feel like there may, with the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, may possibly have been the oh no, not just the field of deception. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands under that. King of Wands. And the Unknown card. You guys, in this deck, there is a card called the Unknown card. The Unknown card is about what we're not supposed to talk about or what we're not supposed to know at this time for our best interest. But when I get this, I do pull clarifiers to try and give us a little hint. But it's not literally in the reading, so I'm not going to pull that. It just gives me an idea about this here. I feel like in the past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 crows. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands here. We know the Ten of Wands, any 10 in the tarot is a completion. But it also should be more about recognizing the journey that we've been on and the hurdles we've had to overcome. Nobody knows your hurdles better than you, and no two people's hurdles are the same. You know, I can't say that mine are worse than yours or yours are worse than mine. It's not about comparing our hurdles, right? It's about saying, acknowledging and forgiving yourself, you know, or forgiving life for putting you through those hurdles. But you know what? It's also about thanking life, thanking the universe, thanking the divine for the lessons. Hopefully you learned the lessons. And if you didn't, I would say sit in contemplation tonight for a very long time until New Year's rings itself out. But sit in contemplation and seriously write down. When you start writing down the hurdles, you're going to see more hurdles and more overcoming than you even remember. You know, if you have to work it back this month, you know, December, and then go November and then October and go back that way, some people that works better. Others, it's like, okay, New Year's last year, this is where I was at. Oh shoot, yeah, that happened, and then oh my gosh, that happened, and I lost my job, you know, I lost my car, I got in an accident, you know, whatever the things are, the hurdles, all of those are coming to a huge completion, a screeching halt for you. 10 of Cups. What a beautiful way to go from 110 to a new 10, right? So you go from the 10 of Wands, burdens, overcoming, you know, like struggles and strife in your life, but being persistent like that 9 of Wands I talked about, my favorite card, one of my favorite cards. You go to the 10 of Cups. That's that happy home, happy life, breathing a sigh of relief, right? That's like going, I see my home the ten of wands, he's climbing up that hill, going home, right? I see my home on the horizon and I'm headed there, right? Sorry, I need a drink. Sorry, guys. Three of Pentacles. Somebody new or something new has entered your life and it's a work in progress. Something, a collaboration has happened. It's taking you from this Ten of Wands to this Ten of Cups and helped you to see the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. So the Three of Pentacles, you could be collaborating with other people, or you could just be collaborating. Like I said, bringing your head and your heart together is a collaboration, right? So for each of you, take it how it resonates for you. It doesn't mean that you're collaborating at work, although it is more traditionally known as a card of collaboration at work, working on projects. But it can be a collaboration of self as well, right? So never want to discard that. I don't see any reason to clarify anything here. I do feel like there was something in the past that made you start questioning yourself. Even though you were climbing this hill, like headed for the sunshine, there was still a whole lot of doubt. I'm going to say, tonight, write down a list of why I'm letting this doubt go, why this doubt no longer serves me, why this doubt, it could be 7 doubts. I don't care how many they are. Write down why that doubt no longer serves you and why that doubt can no longer be allowed into your next year, okay, into your life going forward. So that is what I have for you, Cancer. Leo, I believe Leo's up next. I always skip a sign, so I'm going to get down there and I'll be like, oh, yeah, we got to go back and do this sign. I always get one. Sorry, guys. It's... Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. I feel like that's more of a past energy. 10 of Pentacles. Somebody you saw that you would be celebrating with. Yeah, 4 of Swords. We have 4 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. I feel like you're taking a break here. You're showing up here with the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups, she talks about your emotions, being in your emotions, but knowing how to control your emotions, right? Like, not that we can control our emotions and say, okay, down emotions, sit, stay, or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm talking about there. I'm talking about knowing your emotions, feeling them, and being able to work with them and through them, okay? We have Queen of Cups, we have Justice, we have 6 of Wands. So this is beautiful. I see the Queen of Cups here as, like I said, somebody put you in a position where you faltered. And it's okay to falter. Yeah, then under that is the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, of course. Somebody put you in a position, may have, whether it's love or work, where you faltered. You felt like you should be headed to celebration and then something knocked you down and you got a little bit in your feelings, but you stayed true to yourself, or you're going to stay true to yourself. Justice comes out and says, we know justice, karma, right? So we don't want to go out and backlash on somebody. We don't want to bring them down. We don't want to tear them down. We don't want to tear them down in the community. We don't want to, whatever we put out comes back at us times 10, right? Justice is coming here and saying, you know what? I feel you. I hear you. I see you. 6 of Wands. You will have a victory. Okay? Literally, the 6 of Wands is your card, Leo. This is you standing in your power. The 6 of Wands represents the Leos. Leo, you just pulled the 6 of Wands in your reading. So this is you standing in your power. This is very powerful. This is like, no matter what tries to bring you down, And Leos are very joyful people. I know this because I have a son who's a Leo. Um, People can pull you down and you kind of get into your head for a minute. But when you stop and you really dive deep and think about it, you're like, yeah, I see it now. I see it now. And Justice is here saying, you know what? I support you. I got you. I got your back. You know, whatever it is that you're going through, I got you. And Six of Wands, that's the major victory. That's the victory wreath card, right? In the normal tarot deck, traditional tarot decks, that's the victory wreath, victory parade. That's the, you know, you've won, you're being recognized for your achievements, whether it's your mental achievements, your personal achievements, your family achievements, whatever it is, kind of achievements, it's going to resonate different for every single Leo, right? But you know what I'm speaking to here, because whatever the energies are that you've been going through have been pretty heavy. They've been pretty heavy. And so, to each one of you, you already know when I started this reading, you knew what you were waiting to see, right? This is the story I have for you. And this is what I'm asking you to build on going into 2024. Okay, Leo? All right. Harper, are we going? Why do I feel like I have, oh my gosh, I do. I have a card that doesn't belong in this deck. I was like, why do I feel like I have a really big card in this deck? That's why I got the Eight of Swords in that one reading. I was like, how did I get the Eight of Swords twice in a reading with one deck? Okay, Leo. We're going to go into Virgo here. Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. But the rest of these look amazing. Five of Swords just kind of like gives us an overall energy of what may have happened and help us understand what cards are on the table here for you, Virgo. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles. I think she's like my third favorite card in the deck, but she's my second nine favorite. I just love nines. I don't know why. And then we have the King of Swords. So we go from the Knight of Swords to the King of Swords. Male, female, blur the genders. It's not relevant. What it's talking about is, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine. And when we go into our mental states, we're usually using the mental awareness of our masculine to understand things. They're the decisive. The women are more the emotional. The men are more the mental, right? Or not men, male, female. You know what I'm saying here. So Knight of Swords. So we go from an immature way of looking at things, or maybe it was just something newer that was introduced into your life over this past year. Something that brought you the Five of Swords feeling, oh, justice is below that. So yeah. That, oh my gosh, no, that totally makes sense, seeing justice right there. And you get another swords below that. There's a lot of mental stuff going on here. I would say for Virgo, there's been a lot of mental clarity over this last year, right? There's the Five of Swords. Then we go to Justice, and we have the Page of Swords here on the bottom of the deck, right? Under that, the Six of Wands. Yes, like I said, a celebration. It's a graduation for you, Virgo. So you have the Knight of Swords. You know, that's like, he comes in, he's rushing in, he's coming in, he's like, I don't know all the answers, but I know what I feel in my heart, my gut, my whatever. I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna do this. I'm determined. He's that you know how young life can be just so determined and driven. And it brought you to this Nine of Pentacles state. The Nine of Pentacles, it's talking about, you know, male, female, you know, like I said, again, blur signs or genders, but for Virgos, this is talking about stepping into your power and feeling, like it's finally accepting yourself for who you are, where you are, as you are. How you look, how you feel, how you work, where you work, what it is. Not giving a crap what other people think. Say you work at Walmart. How embarrassing is it to say I work at Walmart? I work at Walmart. No. I used to work for Amazon. It's like, you know what? That doesn't matter to me anymore. If you think I'm a whatever for working at Walmart, then that's on you. Like I work at Walmart and I'm proud of what I do. So, and then the King of Swords, that's that level up. Boom. In your mentality. It took you being that Knight of Swords, having been from the Five of Swords, and the other cards down below, going into the Nine of Pentacles and feeling in your power, successful, determined, powerful, to come out as the King of Swords and go, you know what? I could care less what anybody else thinks about what I'm doing, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. I am me, and that's enough. And that's really beautiful. As far as I'm concerned, that is so beautiful. So we're going to go into Libra. Virgo, thank you so much. Oh, no. Libra, we're going to try that again. I think Libra has something it wants to say. Right? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Barbara. Okay. Oh, okay, Libra. I see you. Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Deceit, deception. In the past, though, this the Hanged Man, seeing things from a new perspective. The Empress, Abundant Four of Swords, Judgment, Death. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like after looking at those cards at the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. Now we know that the Wheel of Fortune can stand stagnant, or it can just be, like talking about divine timing. But I feel like what this is saying, looking at we have the Seven of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Empress, the Four of Swords, Judgment, right? And Death. The things that we have here at the bottom of the deck are signaling that there's some stuff. This is more of an acknowledgement for you and why the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. And I'm actually going to pull clarifiers on the last two cards, but you have the Wheel of Fortune. We know about divine timing, right? We can push things as far and as fast as we want to, but divine timing is going to break through when it's ready. When God, Spirit, angels say it's our time to move forward. When they say, okay, yeah, okay, you finally learned all the lessons you have to. Look at the story of Scrooge, right? He had to go through all the visitations. He had to come clean with his feelings, thoughts, emotions, his transparencies. He had to go through everything before he was able to graduate at the end of the movie, right? Scrooge, what a classic. But divine timing is going to move forward for you when you've learned your lessons, when you've looked back, reflected, done the work. And obviously it looks like somebody's done some work that had you doubting yourself. Oh, down here's Ace of Wands. Okay, we're not going to look at those anymore. What I'm going to do, so we have the Ten of Wands. We already talked about that. I believe it was Tauruses, and two signs already have had the Ten of Wands, literally one of them in the same place. The Ten of Wands is, again, just talking about overcoming those hurdles. It's that card after the Nine of Wands, which I love so much because it's a persistence, resilience, right? It's talking about never giving up, getting to the end, but finally, through all the perseverance that you've been going through, you come to the cycle. How beautiful is that to have on the very last day of the year, saying, I'm closing out a freaking cycle. I'm closing out the cycle. The Five of Wands here talks about, and the Five of Wands, there's so many different views on the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands traditionally talks about training for battle. These are swordsmen who don't have swords yet because they aren't trained enough in battle to be, allowed to have the swords to do the sword fighting. They're fighting with sticks. It's kind of like people fighting with words in a courtroom, or it's not really battle. It's just, it can be conflict. It can be just people rubbing each other the wrong way. It doesn't mean anything huge. It's not huge. It's just the idea of, words can take on meaning of their own, and words not meant to hurt somebody as a Five of Wands can turn into words that cut deep in the Five of Swords, right? So these are not anything to be worried about. It's, again, talking about there may have been other people that made your journey up the mountain with the Ten of Wands a little bit longer than it had to be, right? They could have been their friction could have been holding you back from like making that final. You know what? Never mind. I'm leaving you all behind. I'm cutting you out of the wheel. Whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna finish this walk up the mountain, and I'm going to get to my destiny. Right? I'm gonna get home, and I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna have my cup of cocoa, light a fire, that kind of thing, right? So that's what I think I'm feeling here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a clarifier for the Ten of Wands. Yeah, exactly what I said. So 2 5s over here. This is just talking about big change. Big change. So we got the Five of Pentacles here, but we have the Ace of Pentacles here, the Horn of Plenty. And I think I pulled this card for who I'm thinking of last night as well. So yeah, the Ten of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Horn of Plenty. This is talking about, so when you finish out a cycle with the 10, your next card is going to be an ace, but you've gone from the wands now to the pentacles, right? You've gone from the fire, the strife, out of the frying pan, but now you're into the money. Now you're into the fruition, the fruits of your labor, So if you were, let's just say, okay, say you were a farmer and you were going to market and you had a cart full of corn. Let's just say corn, right? Back in the old days, because we don't use carts anymore. But say you had a cart full of corn. But on the way to market, you have to go up this very, 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 very steep hill. And on the way up the steep hill, you lose a wheel. Okay, then you have to fix your wheel. You have to pull over. All these people are going past you. They're going to get to market before you, but you're like, okay, I'm going to get this wheel on. You get the wheel on. And then while you're getting the wheel on, a couple kids run by and they steal a couple ears of corn. Okay, well, that's a loss. Little things that happened while you were going up the steep hill were the Five of Wands, right? The wheel fell off, the kids stole some corn, but you get to market and you get the Ace of Pentacles. This over here with the Five of Wands talks about maybe there was somebody you had to leave behind on that journey. Maybe somebody was eating all your corn on the way up the hill, right? Maybe somebody was eating your profits. Maybe somebody was making it difficult for you to get to the top of the hill. Maybe somebody was sabotaging the things that you had to do, whatever it was. The Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold. It's also talking about, being left behind. So maybe you felt like somebody was doing this to you and you couldn't get up that hill, whatever it is. That's still something you're owing. The more had to go through that. So remember, every tower moment is just only bringing us to a new place to build a new foundation, build the second floor, right? To or floor, 13th floor, whatever it is that we're doing. Again, Libra, if you have any questions, please leave that in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them tomorrow on my birthday, because I love you. All right, we're going into Scorpio, right? I hope Barb will correct me if I've skipped a sign yet. I don't think I have, but again, I get to go on and I forget where I am, what I'm doing. Oh. Sorry. Need a drink. You know, this is funny because I did a personal reading for a Scorpio like 2 days ago. And the same thing happened. Like the cards did not want to talk. It's kind of like they're like, oh, we have some secrets to keep right now. And I'm like, no. Just tell us what we can know. Not for every Scorpio again. Well, when I get a reading like this, I almost want to do a second Scorpio reading because I know this is not going to resonate for every Scorpio. But for the energy that I'm getting at this time for Scorpio, and then we have to remember, so planetary alignments has a lot to do with what a rising sign, a moon sign, the different signs what they're going through. Like say, okay, here I'll give you my biggest example that I can give you. So Pluto has been in Capricorn for 15 years and it's about to exit my sign, but I'll tell you this last 15 years was deadly. Quite honestly, it was brutal. It was vicious. It was tower moment times 10, 100 times over. Like it was brutal. And I had no idea that that's what was, influencing a lot of what was happening. Of course, all the other planetary things each year or month or whatever were taken into effect but the underlying thing of everything that happened over the last 15 years for Capricorn was because Pluto was in the sign. It was the tower upon tower upon tower. What it does is it will tear things down, let you start to rebuild it and go, no, that's not the trajectory I wanted. And they'll tear it all down again. So every time you start to feel like I can breathe again, it tears it all down. 15 years. Imagine 15 years of that. Not everybody's going to have to deal with that in their sign, but Capricorn for the last 15 years has been dealing with that. And I can tell you, it was brutal. So with this little tiny reading going out of 2023 for Scorpio, I feel that's kind of a little bit of that. I don't see the Tower card here. I just do see something hurt you with the Three of Swords here, but there's a victory with the Six of Wands. The Three of Wands, something better is coming. Four of Cups, be open to it because it's the Ten of Cups. Okay. So speaking to that, so we start here with the Three of Cups. Something was going really great, really wonderful. Something got in the mix. We have the Devil card here. Could have been a Capricorn because it does represent Capricorn. Not necessarily had to be a Capricorn. It could just be, talking about, something that caught your eye that you knew wasn't good for you, but you went with it anyways because it made you feel good. You know, it made you feel powerful. It made you feel bigger than big, like 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Whatever it was, left you in a mental prison here with the Eight of Swords. Again, like I said, bottom of the deck is what we're going to go with here on this, especially the Three of Swords. Yeah, you were hurt in the end. That's what put you in this mental prison over here. But you have the Six of Wands. You have everything it takes. And Scorpios are pretty powerful people, with their minds especially. So the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, what you really truly want. So victory over the Three of Swords here with the Six of Wands. Then the Three of Wands, because of the victory, what you want is coming in. But here, Spirit is warning you with the Four of Cups. Be open to everything. Just because it's not going to look like whatever was very tempting over here with the Devil card, it's kind of saying, you might say, oh, I only like blondes, but this beautiful brunette's going to come along and she's going to be your soulmate. Be open to it because the Ten of Cups is here and the Hierophant. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull clarifiers for the Devil and the Eight of Swords. Oh, wow. How did that end there again? Yeah. I love this. I love this. So with the Devil card there, we have the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, the Horn of Plenty, talking about if you, whatever it is, if it's an addiction, which it can also speak to addiction, but if it was something that you know you knew was too good to be true, and you are able to before the end of the year or going into the early stages of next year, get rid of, like, I wish I could tell people how powerful we are over our minds and how we can literally control our minds. Because it wasn't until I did it myself that I have learned to do it and never let my mind control me again. That's not true. I have to stop myself when I realize, like, I'll be a couple days in, I'm like, oh, holy cow, I'm letting my mind control me again. Never mind. You know, go sit down, ego. Anyways, yeah, so your clarifiers here are the Ace of Coins on the Devil, Eight of Swords clarified with the World, a new start, a new beginning. Like I said, we get rid of the Three of Swords feeling. We have a victory over here. We have the Three of Wands, something new coming in. Have your mind open to all possibilities. Because if you really want true love, stop saying, I want him to be 6'3". I want him to be hard as... What if he got a dad bod? But he's going to be the best love you've ever had. And the best sex, maybe even. You know, Scorpio, who knows? But anyways, that's what I have for you, Scorpio, without going into much further communication there. I do feel like there is something really great coming in for you. I do feel like you've been through a lot recently. And whatever it is, only you know. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm just reshuffling that one more time because I did not want to shuffle the first time. Holy smokes. Sagittarius, right? Are we on Sat? Yes, we are. Thank you. Thank you, Barbie, for keeping me on track. I was like, where are we? My Sagittarius people, I hope you had a really great birthday season. I have a really lot of, sounds bad grammar. I have a lot of wonderful people that I love that are Sagittarius. I just love Sagittarius. They're like my little puppies on the deck. I just love them. They're so sweet. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck here. We have the Hanged Man. Hanged Man, Page of Pentacles, the Empress, Four of Swords, Eight of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Okay, let's look here. I think the answers that we want for this reading are going to be here in the three cards. For the most part, for Sagittarius here, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles for one is progression, right? It's like talking about we planted the seeds, we worked with these people, we collaborated, we brought these like minds together. And then we have the Ace of Swords here, which is like you know, the God moment, the mental clarity. It's that I really honestly think this is really beautiful. I think it has to do with this Hanged Man down here. Like, seeing, maybe you've gone into came from a hurt place. Came from a hurt place, maybe. Not for everybody. Came from either a hurt place or a feeling of lack or abandonment, you know. But something happened rather quickly, you know, like some kind of, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be communication. It could have been you communicating with your higher power, you know, communicating with your angels, your guides, whatever it is that you believe in, whoever it is that you talk to. But we all, if you think about it, we all talk to somebody in our head. Some people say it is ourselves, our higher power. But if you think about the different people that talk to you throughout the day in your head, are you having negative thoughts in your head, and then you can talk to that negative thought? That's your ego. Send it to go sit down in the corner, right? You guys, I don't talk this much, so I'm starting to lose my voice. But if you're talking in your head and this person's like, hey, look at that really cute guy over there. Yeah, go get him, girl. Go get him, girl. You know, whatever. That's not ego. You know, because ego is going to tell you, oh, you're not good enough. No, never mind. He's, you know, look at how he's dressed. He's way better than. That's ego. Tell ego to go sit down. But you've got multiple different, I'm not going to say personalities in your head, but you do have like your higher self up there, your subconscious. You have the different things going on up there. So I think this was more of a mental communication, even though it's a wands and a fire card. I think it was more of a feeling, a head and a heart feeling on something that took you out of this Four of Swords placement here. Again, we got under that was the Eight of Pentacles. So we're talking about this could be somebody at work or somebody that you met through work. It doesn't have, they don't have to work with you. It just could have been somebody you met through work, right? A glow up with the Empress there, the all nurturing, the, you know, she's like the sun. She's like the moon. She's everything. And all the queens rolled into one. Page of Pentacles, some kind of message. I still think because of this Ace of Swords, it was a mental message one of your guides gave to you that brings you from the Hanged Man, seeing things in a new perspective, through the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, to the Ten of Pentacles, the happy ever after, the aha moment. I still think it's somebody you work with or worked with or will work with. But only you know. Like, remember, we are on the last day of the year, so gather your thoughts. Think, like I said, write down, go back through the year, month by month. What did I do in December? What happened? Who came into my life? What did I do in November? What happened? Who came into my life? How did that affect me? What did I do in October? Who came into my life? How did that affect me? Continue to go back, work backwards. I'm telling you, working backwards is the best way to do it. I don't feel like I need any clarifiers there. I just feel like that's something that is literally going to be a question only you can answer by doing that work backwards. Okay? So Capricorn, thank you, Sagittarius. What's the time, Barb? Give it time. 1 hour. Oh my gosh. I tried not to do a long one. I need you guys. I'm so sorry. We will put the links to all of these signs in the comments, or not the in the comments. So you can just click on your link if that's what you want. You don't have to watch all of them. Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. What? Yes. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how I read this, but I'm not even gonna go there. I'm sorry. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Fool, the Unknown card. The card that I told you about, the Unknown card. Okay, so let's go. That's just what's on the bottom of the deck. That's just kind of an overall energy that helps me explain what's going on here on the table. I need a drink of water for this, you guys. Wow. Okay. First card, we have Judgment. We have the Ten of Cups. And we have the Four of Wands. You see where I'm going with this? Judgment. Coming from the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I can't even with you guys. This is funny because the Queen of Swords was showing up for multiple Capricorn readings over the last few weeks. Queen of Swords has been, you can go to other readers as well, and the Queen of Swords keeps showing up. It's that mental clarity, like, cutting this stuff out. It's not happening. It's not going with me into 2024. But you got the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck over here, right? Totally explains why Judgment's here. The Happy Ten of Cups is over here. You're literally closing out cycles, Capricorn. Again, like I said, Pluto is leaving your sign after 15 years of destruction there. Not just destruction, but lessons, you know? And like, yeah, I want to say destruction, but it's not. They're lessons. And from those lessons, we learn. And we get gifted something at the end for the lessons that we learned and we incorporated and we grew from. Okay? I'm just being a little, cynical there for a second. Bedtime reminder. My phone just gave me a bedtime reminder, you guys. I'm telling you, I go to bed early. But I'm not working tomorrow because it's my birthday. So anyway, so Judgment, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. Now, this does not have to be love, even though the Ten of Cups is happy home, happy life, right? Judgment is saying that, yeah, you've gone through a lot of stuff. But I'm going to bring you into this Ten of Cups, this happy home, this happy life. Whether you want to live it together with someone else or by yourself, that's up to you. That's your choice. Not everybody has to have, a husband and children. I'm 54. I'm turning 54. I'm not going to have any more babies, but I'd be happy to have somebody in my life that, I get along with and we can support each other and be happy. But final card for Capricorn is the Four of Wands. This is contracts. This can be, this can be a love contract, a commitment with somebody, but it could also be in work, right? Because we have the swords, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, burdens, mental, just so much going on. You could have lost a job in the last, few years, 15 years or whatever. This could just be a contract or an offer for a new job. This could be, happy home, happy life. Also, because we got the Ten of Cups, we have the Four of Wands. Those two together are definitely speaking to a new home life, new home environment. You didn't get like the Chariot, although I will tell you my personal card today was the Chariot. You didn't get the Chariot, not talking about moving per se, but it is the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands that speaks to home, life, balance. Okay, that speaks to tying it up with a big red ribbon. Karma's tying up your present with a big red ribbon and hand delivering it to you. So that's what you need to know, Capricorn, at this time. I don't think there's any reason for clarification, but if you do and you're a Capricorn, go ahead and put it in the comments below. We are moving on to, I'm sorry. Oh, got you put in the time. Where are we going? Aquarius. Sorry. Mm. So Aries, Aries, you got the unknown card here as well. Aquarius, I feel like what I'm going to talk about here with your three cards is something that it's a work in progress for you. Do not feel like a failure for not having closed out whatever cycle it is that you're closing out, because you know we're getting into the age of Aquarius anyways. Things are going to be on a different scale for you. Um, it's understandable, okay? Um, but with the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Unknown card here, that just speaks to something that, you know, it's a work in progress. It's something that you're working on. There's a lot of mental anguish here. I think that with the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and then the Three of Swords, I think a lot of this has to do with you fighting your own internal battles. Um, but in doing that, you're creating, with the Five of Wands, unnecessary battles with other people. Um, like you feel like you have a point to prove, and you're defending your point. You're defending your Ace of Swords here because you're working on yourself and you believe in yourself, which is a good thing, by the way. Believe in yourself. Um, you are, with this Five of Wands here and the Seven of Wands together, it's like you might be over projecting your beliefs on other people because you believe so strongly in them. And I think what the cards here are not just speaking to with these two cards, you know, like the Seven of Wands is my King of the Hill. The Five of Wands is that, you know, like children bickering, playing Red Rover, come on over, and you know, cockblock somebody with, you know, whatever. But it's not, it's all in fun. It's all in the, you know, the sense of the game. But too much of this, and remember, these are wands. This is passion. Passion can be too much. Passion can burn. Passion can burn down an entire house, right? It's fire. Too much of this and not finding, because there's no water here in any of this. There's no water. Nothing. Too much fire can burn all bridges. And all bridges will lead you to this Three of Swords. So be careful. Rethink the things that you might be doing, thinking how you're handling your relationships right now. The Three of Swords is a painful card. You know, that's a very painful card. That is hard to, you know, come back from. Not to say it can't be come back from. I'm going to actually, I'm going to pull Four of Cups. Yeah, it's the Four of Cups is just saying Spirit is trying to tell you stuff. It's trying to guide you. It's trying to bring you through. But it's so easy for any one of us to be our own worst enemy by not seeing the signs, the synchronicities, knowing that these people love us for, you know, and they have our best interest at heart, and being so selfish or ego driven that we are so focused on even not knowing what it is that we want, but one lane, one track, right? We don't see that there's multiple tracks. multiple choices, multiple ways to go. It's just saying, like, be mindful. Be mindful. Like, you might be lashing out at those who love you, and in the end, losing out on some really great things. Okay. So right now, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Yeah. That was heavy. Whew. Aquarius, what are you up to right now? I feel like I want to burn some sage after that one. I'm glad I didn't go too long into it. All right. Yeah, that was some heavy energy. Aquarius, all my love and light to you. Blessings to your new year. To all of you, Happy New Year, you guys. Thank you for being here tonight. I had a really great day. One of the girls at work, she made me a tutu to wear. Not just for New Year's, but for my birthday. So I was telling everybody I'm in my birthday suit. It was so cute. It was in the colors of that Elsa wore in her dress for Frozen. You know, the Disney movie. It was so cute. Well, it matched my sweatshirt that I'm still wearing from work, but it was so cute. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun day at work since I won't be there tomorrow for my birthday. We are on Pisces. Pisces, here are your cards. These are nice and very welcomed after the last reading. So we got on the bottom of the deck the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, Choices, Devil, and Six of Swords, Justice, Wheel of Fortune. Okay. These are actually really good cards. I think what this is just saying is that you might be standing at a crossroads, right? There might be, not necessarily in relationships, although I am seeing relationships here. This is something about very emotional, very passionate, driven. There's only a slight thing with the Four of Pentacles here that there, it could be earthbound, like materialistic. I don't see that as being a big thing, but I would say that maybe you're seeing synchronicities of 444. For some reason, I'm getting that with this. I do have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, but I literally was looking at the Page of Cups when I said that. So 44444, whatever it is, you may be seeing those signs and synchronicities. Hold on, I want to see. Did I see the four? No, it was the Six of Swords. Okay, so I'm not seeing that there. Yeah, you've got a couple fours here, and when I was seeing 444 for you, I was looking at the Page of Cups, so I didn't even realize I had two fours here, off the bat. But once I said it, I had to look around, and I was like, oh yeah, there it is. So we have the Four of Wands, Page of Cups, Seven of Wands. And Pisces, you are our last sign of the night, and I thank you for bringing up the energy, especially from that last reading. But with the Four of Wands, again, this could be a promotion at work. It could be just signing a contract on a new car, a new house, a new committed relationship, just saying, hey, you want to be my boyfriend? You want to be my girlfriend? I don't know how old you are, but I wish somebody would still say that to me. But anyways, Page of Cups. Page of Cups talks about somebody coming in with that offer, right? That the Four of Wands, the commitment, the connection, right? It's something steady, something solid. But the Page of Cups is coming in here, and then you have the Seven of Wands. It's defending your position. You know how much I love the Seven of Wands. That's my king of the hill, and who doesn't want to be king of the hill? If you've won the battle, defend your position, right? That's what it's saying here. Again, we have the Four of Pentacles holding on to something. The Seven of Cups, choices. We have the Devil. That speaks to not just addictions, but just holding on, again, like the Four of Pentacles, holding on to something that you probably should be letting go of. And then you have the Six of Swords below that, and that's just moving on to calmer shores. You have Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there's just you know, like with the Four of Wands, like maybe there's somebody or something that's come into your life, a job, an opportunity, and you know, like you had to make the choice to commit or move along. But the Page of Cups was that, you know, something or someone coming in with that offer. And the Seven of Wands was you going, you know what? Do I defend my position and stay with the commitment that I have? Stay with the job that I have? Am I committed to this job enough? Do I want this job? Or, you know what? Hey, this is kind of a really good offer. I would say at this point, don't make any rash decisions. I don't see anything here that says, because with that Seven of Cups, it's just options. You know, it's whether it's a person or a job or a car, a home, whatever it is. You know, your realtor is coming back with something. I would say Ace of Wands. You're gonna know. Two aces is a yes. Whatever you just asked, two aces is a yes. So for you Pisces, you just got two aces, and immediately that's a yes. So if you just asked a question or questioned something in your mind, those two aces just answered it and said yes. So I'll leave it right there. And that's what I have for you Pisces. You guys saw me shuffle that deck though, right? No, I didn't do that. I didn't plant those aces there. But okay, I think we made it through all signs. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you. It's gonna be a happy birthday. I'm just gonna sit home and watch, you know, old Christmas reruns or something. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be fine. My friend took me out. My best friend here, she took me out to dinner last night, and anytime anybody asks me where do you want to go, I'm always like Mexican. I always tell people I should have been a Mexican mermaid. Me and my water and my Mexican food. But yeah. So thank you so much, Barb. Happy New Year to you. I love you to pieces. I hope that you got something out of this. Remember that you can look at your sun, moon, rising, your Venus, and you know, put them together and take what resonates and what doesn't. You know, leave what doesn't. So from me to you, I love you. Happy New Year. Blessings, love, and light. And if you don't follow me on that page, please go find me on Facebook at Blessings, Love, and Light. I will be posting this video there just to try and combine the two pages. I think I'm going to start doing that, working that way going forward. But I love you guys. Much love, much light. And thank you again for being here, Barbie. You're the best moderator. Thank you. Happy New Year, sweetheart. Thank you.